from the JMC garage, and just wanted to see who would tune in. Not tune in. So sorry, haven't gone live these past couple Saturdays. I've been meaning to go live every single Saturday, which I'm going to try and do better at. So if anybody's going to tune in going live, here you go. Supposed to be done at 6 Pacific Standard Time. Well, we're at 6:30. So I'm going to hang out for a little bit. Got the Maverick here in the garage. Got some news to share about the Maverick. Got some news to share about everything that's been going on. So a lot of things been happening. And anyway, just wanted to come on, go live, and see who is going to show up. Again, I know I'm about a half hour late, but please forgive me. I figure I'd try and do some of these live sessions really quick. And hey, some people are tuning in online on the live stream. Awesome. In my garage. Hey, good evening. Hey, this is live with jmc6000. Just want to talk about a few things and go over a few things, kind of give a quick Maverick update, some other stuff that's been happening, and I got an appliance update as well. I want to see how that goes. But anyway, awesome. So good afternoon to all those. Good to see you. God's own Lizzie. Awesome. Anyway, let me just kind of get into it real quick. If you guys have any questions, comments, go ahead and put those down. I'll try to answer as best I can with this live session here on this beautiful Friday afternoon out here in Post Falls, Idaho. Maverick in the background. I got to make an appointment with the dealer again. Yes, again. So originally I made, and I'm going to cover this in a video that's out coming Wednesday, so you don't want to miss that. I'm going to upload it Wednesday morning, but got to make an appointment with the dealer once again with an ongoing issue that is not resolved. It's frustrating. You know, the truck has roughly 63,000 miles on it already. I do a lot of driving. And I can't seem to make the whole check engine / getting the wrench light / high voltage battery fault that has been happening with this rig. So kind of frustrating. It's already been at the dealer once. They replaced a pretty expensive part on top of the battery, on top of the high voltage battery, called the high voltage battery module. So I was like, oh, awesome. You guys replaced a high voltage battery module. That means the truck is good. This is great. This is amazing. Awesome. And a week later, this just here about 15 minutes ago, I'll get the truck fired up to go get some pizza. And guess what? Immediately, the engine kicks on, get the check engine light, and get the wrench light once again with the same fault that's been happening and the high voltage battery overload fault or whatever it is. So I think it might need a high voltage battery. I try to tell that to the dealer, and they're just like, oh, no. We're gonna change out the high voltage battery module. I'm like, yeah, okay, super. And they went on supposedly on a long extended test drive. Nothing came up. I'm like, yeah, you got to keep it around for about a week or so. And lo and behold, a week later, started up today, and guess what? Check engine light came back on. Everything else. So again, I'm going to go a little bit more of an extensive video here this Wednesday, where I'm going to do a full update, and maybe I can get it back to the dealer this week and see what in the world is going on. Personally, I would rather just keep the truck until they're ready to just diagnose it and see it, which I have no issues doing that, because no matter what they give me, it doesn't, no matter what vehicle they give me, it won't get as good as gas mileage as the Maverick Hybrid does. And I got to take it to Montana, not this weekend, but next Sunday. So anyway, just a quick update. My wife has signed up for this laundry service, which is pretty cool, where you go around and pick people's laundry up, and then you do it at your house, and then you give it back to people, and it's pretty cool. You get paid for doing some laundry. I guess it's kind of awesome gig where you don't, those people don't have to visit a laundromat. So anyway, with more of laundry being done in my washer and in my dryer, more than likely I'm probably going to have to upgrade my dryer. And I can't wait to do that because the current dryer I have is absolutely horrible. It sucks. I can't stand it. It's a Whirlpool dryer. Absolutely the most pilest, junkiest thing ever I've ever dry clothes with. So anyway, it's good to see people online. I know some people have chimed into this live feed and some are kind of bowing out, but it's good to have you online. If you have any questions or comments or anything, any kind of how should I put it, videos that you want to see or upcoming videos. I got some more car reviews coming. Since the truck was down for a little bit, I had some loaner vehicles, brand new loaner vehicles, courtesy of Ford. One of them was that Maverick Tremor that I had. I have another video coming up of an F-150. I was able to do kind of a unique F-150. It doesn't have the EcoBoost engine. Has a kind of a engine that is may not make it to the next model year, but we'll soon find out what's going to happen with that. Anyway, some videos of that coming up. If you guys want to see any other videos of some things that you want me to do, just let me know. Again, I wanted to chime into this live session here to see you chimes on, to see, anything you guys want to discuss, any questions or anything like that. Again, I'm going to do a more extensive video this coming Wednesday, so stay tuned about everything that is happening with the Maverick, what the dealer says. I want to give them a call Monday and kind of go into detail a little bit what was done, what still needs to be done, and yeah, so awesome. All right, well, I hope my feed is okay. I'm kind of going away from my Wi-Fi, so let me get back a little bit so this way I don't have any connection issues, as some people are still tuning in online. We'll give it another couple minutes to see if anybody has any special requests or any questions, any comments with me. Again, Maverick has to go back to the dealer. I'm going to give him a call on Monday. Unfortunately, it's still not correct, and I have a stinking suspicion it's going to need a high voltage battery, unfortunately. So, yeah, that's the unfortunate part. Man, you know what I would love to have for a rental? Just saying, I would love to have one of those new 2023 Escapes. One of the cool things about what's going on with my dealer, Mike White Ford of Coeur d'Alene, is that they're switching out all the rental vehicles. So for a while, they had a fleet of like 2020 Escapes. They had one 2019. They just had a bunch of those, and I think a 21 Explorer. And now they're able to all the rental vehicles. So what's cool about that is back when the Maverick was first getting diagnosed and waiting for the high voltage battery control module, I had a brand new, it had only had 20 miles F-150. You'll see the review coming up here in the next few weeks. And then I had that brand new, only had 190 miles that Maverick Tremor that I was able to review, which was in my past video. So pretty cool. I'm excited to see, I'm going to give Ford a chance to see if they can figure out my truck, make it right. I absolutely love it. I don't want to get rid of it. There's nothing really that, can you guys think of anything that fits the category of the Maverick? I mean, really. Hybrid, superb gas mileage, and yet has a usable bed. There's nothing that fits that category. I mean, yes, there's a hybrid F-150, but it doesn't get the amazing gas mileage that the Maverick hybrid does. I can't think of anything else that really, you may be like, well, there goes the Santa Cruz, but the Santa Cruz isn't offered in a hybrid. The Santa Cruz looks like a freaking alien, and, it doesn't get the gas mileage that the Maverick does. So I really can't think of anything that really competes with the Maverick. You know what's exciting to see? So do you guys know that next week is the Detroit International Auto Show? It's actually called the North American International Auto Show. So media days are starting, I believe, on the 13th, which is in a couple days. And there is rumors flying around that the Rampage that made its debut earlier here a couple months back in Brazil, a vehicle that's going to be similar to that, Ram is going to introduce this coming next week at the Detroit Auto Show. And there is also rumors flying around that it's going to be called the Dakota instead of the Rampage. And also, they're going to take the hybrid technology out of the Hornets, out of the Alfa Romeo Tonale, and they're going to put it in the Rampage. I tell you what, if they do that, I'll be first in line to get rid of my Maverick and to get one of those, whether it's called the Rampage, the Dakota, whatever. I'll be first in line to do that. So, anyway, let's see. Oh, Alexandria. Anyway, good to have you online. Hi, when you have free time, can you please do a full cycle of your Samsung? I will do that. I will try and do that. I need to give a review of my Samsung. Anyway, that washer has been performing so well. I mean, it's been a little over 2 years since I bought that washer brand new, and I'm just absolutely blown away by how well that washer works. I mean, it really does. One of the best appliances I think I've ever purchased or had. I mean, I've been really impressed by it. And what's amazing is if you catch one on sale, you can still pick up one of those washers for like 500, 600 bucks. I mean, it's a screaming deal. It's a screaming deal, and they really work well. They do. They wash excellent, and they're super reliable. Super reliable. So I'll try and do a full load, and I'll try and upload that on one of my Wednesdays, or maybe I can do it for a live session on a Saturday. Thinking about that. Anyway, so you want to see the video with 4 shirts on the quick wash cycle with the lid open during the wash cycle, and what happened to my old washer. So a couple things that happened to my old washer. So I can do that. I can do a couple, like a quick load. One of the nice things about the quick load feature is usually you can get a load done within about 38 to 40 minutes. I mean, some quick loads or quick wash cycles are about a half hour. Samsung pushes out just a little bit. Anyway, the washer I had before that was a GE. I think the model number was GTW 720 something. It was in an apartment I had back in Oregon, and when I bought that washer because what was in that apartment beforehand was a front load, like a mini front loader, and at the time, I was a family of 6. I had my mother-in-law living with us, and a mini front loader just wasn't cutting it. I mean, it was not cutting it. I would do laundry almost every day. I was like, this is ridiculous. How can you have a full-size dryer next to a mini front loader? This is insane. I don't know what their deal was, what they were thinking. So I asked my apartment complex at the time that we were living. I was like, hey, can I get rid of this front loader? And if I buy the washer, can I just have it installed and you guys can keep this mini front loader? Because I'm a family of 6. I can't be doing a mini front loader. It's just not happening. So bought that washer from Home Depot, got it on a special deal, bought it, brought it in, and after about a year and a half, I was done with that thing. GE is just, their quality has gone so downhill. It's not even fun. Ever since Haier bought them out, you know that the Chinese appliance company Haier is the one that bought out GE appliances, and their quality is just tanked. And that washer is a clear evidence of it. It was horrible. It was garbage. So I just left it there. And then when I moved out here to Post Falls, I got that brand new Samsung, and that thing has been working excellent. I mean, kind of took a hit on a washer of almost 600 bucks, but hey, I mean, whatever. It's good to have the reviews out. So no, the Samsung you destroyed, the WA45A. Oh, talking about that one. What happened? Okay, so that washer was unique. So that one I actually found that. I found that washer at the side of a rental house, kind of close to where I live, and it was sitting there for going on 3 weeks. And I asked the previous people about it, and they said, "Oh yeah, they left it in this house, and they're supposed to pick it up." Well, they never did. So I was like, "All right, I'm gonna pick this thing up." So I did. I drove there one day, took that thing up, put it in the back of the Maverick, put it here, and that washer was in rough shape. There was no way I was going to restore it or bring it back. So it was a great way to kind of do some destruction on the destroy the thing, and kids had fun doing it, and it was absolutely some good content. So that's what happened with that one. That was actually a free washer I picked up on the side of the road, literally on the side of the road, right next to this rental house that somebody was renovating, and yeah. So that's kind of the history behind that one. So anyway, well, I didn't make a full cycle video because I never hooked it up to water. I never put it in my house, and I didn't hook it up to water. I didn't, the washer was really in bad shape. whoever had it before me, when they cleared out this rental house, but they just destroyed the thing. I mean, there was like, just it was just the tub was horrible. The controls are all knocked out even before I picked it up, and I'm surprised it even worked. So it worked, and it worked well enough to where I can make a video. What I should have done with that, and if I get another junk washer, I will, is I should have done a live feed of me actually breaking it all down. So before I took it to the dump after we destroyed it, I took the motor off. I took the splunch assembly out of the drum, and I basically tore it all down to where there was nothing. All you saw was an empty case. So maybe next one I get, I'll kind of do that and kind of go into that. So, Lifty Gangster, I don't know why your message is retracted. Oh, I thought it said restricted. Anyway, so that's what happened with that one. Maybe if I get another one, if it still works, I can hook it up to my garden hose connection and see if I can do some kind of a load with it. And then if it still works, then we'll maybe do another washer destruction video. Yeah. When am I doing the request on my own, on my personal one? Well, I'll tell you what, let's do that for my next live feed. Let's do that for next Saturday. I'll set up my camera, we'll do a live feed, and then I'll just do that washer video, a part of my live feed on a Saturday. So next Saturday, mark my words, because this Wednesday I have another video coming with updates to the Maverick and everything else. But this coming Saturday, how about that? This coming Saturday, around this time, around 6:30, I'll do a live feed of that washer, doing that short cycle with a couple shirts in it, and yeah, I'll do a live feed on that guy there. So I'll make sure to do that for you. That'll be a good live feed, live session video. So, well, awesome. Well, we're getting about almost to the 18-minute mark. I find washer and dryers everywhere in my neighborhood. It's crazy how people don't know how to work on. Oh, yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. I was surprised I found that one, but what it was it was a rental unit. It was actually a duplex, and the person that owned it was doing some renovations on it after the old renters pretty much destroyed the place. And they left their appliances there. This older Samsung washer and dryer, matching dryer too, left them right outside because they were eventually going to pick them up. Well, guess what? They never did. So I ended up taking the washer, left the dryer there because I didn't really need the dryer at the time, and the dryer was just absolutely destroyed. I mean, it looked like somebody had wads of gum they just threw it in the dryer. It was caked on the inside. It was just, I'm like, I don't want that mess. I don't feel like cleaning that thing for hours upon end. So who knows what they dried in it? Could have been loaded up with cat hair, which not a big deal, but I didn't feel like spending the time on it. So anyway, picked up that washer, brought it back here, and just made an absolute destruction video of it. It was awesome. So, all right, well, we're coming up to, I think I'm going to shut this down in 20 minutes. I haven't eaten yet, and I got some hot piping Papa John's waiting for me inside. So I'm going to shut this down here about the next 2 minutes. Anybody have any other requests, things you want to talk about, things you want to see in an upcoming video? Alexander, I'll make sure to get a video of the live feed of that Samsung washer, of my own personal Samsung washer here next Saturday. So stay tuned for that. I probably start bringing that up around 6:30 Pacific Standard Time. So if you're in a different time zone, make sure you adjust for that. Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to shut this down. You guys be blessed. Have a wonderful day. And stay tuned for my upcoming Maverick video where I talk about me going to the dealership yet again and seeing if I can get this thing fixed again. I'm pretty sure it needs a high voltage battery. Well, I'll talk more about that in my video on Wednesday. You guys be blessed. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.